Three, two, one, go. Okay, today, oh, wait, hold on. We're here with Ash Shiny, one of the creators of Chaos Arena, and an instrumental part in the history of Chaos Arena. So, Ash Shiny, what was going through your mind while you were creating Chaos Arena? While you posted the first video.
Well, the first video was really just a test to see how far we could push the boundaries of Chaos Arena. We originally started this channel with a vision of something chaotic, but unfortunately, we got exactly what we wanted. And that video, one of our most awful videos to date, actually inspired us to try and improve on our craft. And that eventually led us to success in other videos that some people might be more familiar with.
And as Chaos Arena sort of grew and the Chaos Cookie fan base expanded, how do you think that's affected your life on a personal level?
Oh, well, I've tried to, it's been awful. People come up to me and said, "Oh my god, it's you," and then they pull out a gun and try and shoot me. In fact, I've been shot in the leg a total of 5 times, and I've gone to rehab a total of 8 times, because not only have I been shot, but I've also been sexually assaulted by some of the Chaos Cookies, forcing me to shove cookies into their anus until they, and it's honestly quite an awful experience,
It
and
seems
I
quite
don't
traumatic for
understand.
you.
It is. I've actually had to go to therapy for this. So
Thank
any,
you for
so
opening up
any
about
of
it.
the hold on, no, I need to just say something real quick. For any of the chaos cookies out there who are in the subculture called the chaos cookiers, I hope
Uh-huh.
you go find peace in hell. Thank you for that question.
Okay. And then another question that I see commonly asked is, how did the breakup of Chaos Arena? What was that like for you?
It was great. It was the best time of my life. You have to hear that man's stupid voice. I don't even remember his name because he's not even that important.
Okay, well, some
Hate
people
him.
find that not nice. Just to let you know that maybe that can be perceived as rude. Anyway,
I don't care.
and being the inferior member of Chaos Arena, always being carried by your other member, Fally Big, I think he's known, or Fally Sexy, I've heard a lot of people call him.
Not
How does
really.
that feel like always living in his shadow, really?
The same people who forced me to watch themselves shove cookies into their anuses also preceded their act by printing out a photo of this valley big man. I think that's his name. That's like I said, I don't really remember him. And then
My
they
best
would
friend, by the way.
they would take off their pants, which they had put on just to take off.
Yeah.
Then they would take 6 laxatives and then another cookie, which they would get me to chew up and spit into their mouth like some sort of bird feed. Once again, very dramatic. And then they would shit all over that. In fact, it was more like liquid because it was diarrhea. And
Mm.
they shit all over the photo, and then they would crumple it up into like a little spitball, and then they would get a straw, and then they just start spitting it into my mouth, forcing me to swallow it. And when I barfed, they would lick it off the floor.
Yeah. And then final question. What would
Yeah,
you say
yeah, of
the
course. Of course.
creative process is like? Like while you come up with Chaos Arena videos, how do you come up with like such ingenious videos such as Tony Dang says everything in allegedly in Chinese? How do
So
you go about
usually my creative process is to try and get inebriated on as many substances as possible. For that video specifically, I think I was on, I'm gonna say 9 or maybe 10 substances.
it? Like
And
different ones
what I
or
find, yeah, different, all different.
oh
And
like
I
nine?
find that the better I do, the more substances I'm on, the better I do, and the more creative the video, my flow is, and the videos are better.
Okay. So I think that's all the time we have with you today. I know you're a very busy
Thank
person.
you yeah,
If you
thank
have
you so
any
much for
final
having.
thoughts, you can now
Yeah,
speak.
the Chaos Cookiers, you know who you are. Um, I don't know what you've done to me, but I have never been traumatized more And the things you have said to me, done to me, and just you people in general. That's right, I said you people. You're awful.
Sexualizing them.
Yeah, they're awful people. They're awful people,
Yeah, I
Mr.
have to
Interview.
agree. I think the chaos cookies really. Sometimes they take it too far. You know. They
Take it a